G'day everybody and welcome to the channel. Tyres and Tails here. I'm in a bit of a rush actually because I'm supposed to be meeting Mr. T in about 20 minutes. I've got nothing ready, but what I have done is I've rotated my bars up. So if you watched the last episode, you can see I was struggling to get proper purchase when I was standing up and I was having to crouch down too low. So I thought I'll rotate them up and I managed to actually get 30 mils. So I'll just show you what I've done. It's pretty ugly to be honest, but I'll show you what I've done. Okay, so there it is. So as you can see, it all looks pretty ugly. I've got to faff about with the mirrors obviously before I go anywhere, but it was a bit of an afterthought. I should have probably videoed this from the beginning, but it's not difficult to do. It's just a case of undoing a few bolts and torquing it back up. So anyway, that's where we are. So I'm going to see if it makes it any more comfortable for me, and I might think of another option because it is pretty ugly. And I've rotated the levers down a bit as well, so as I can get my hands on them. But actually, I don't know. I might rotate those back. That looks too much. Righto, I'll see you in a bit on the road because I'm pretty late.
Righto folks, so I've picked up Mr. T and we're on our way down Pine Creek Road this time. Normally we go down the Phillips Road, but Mr. T's said we can get down here, but I'm just going to pull over here because I forgot to put it in off-road mode. Normally I've got in the habit of starting in off-road and just leaving it on it because it doesn't make much difference to me because we didn't have off-road and all those modes years ago. So yeah, anyway, he's gone and I'll catch him up once I get this going. Yeah, so it's just me and Mr. T today. Mr. V, he wanted an early start and we couldn't do that today, so he's gone to recce another ride for us. So he's going to have a look at that and we'll do that next time, I would think. So let's go. So I've driven past this road on the highway many times, but never actually been down this road, so this is a bit of an adventure for me also. Righto, we've met up, so this is it. It looks like we're on our way now. Very good. I have to say the first impressions of the rotated up handlebars, they feel really good actually, much more comfortable than it was last time. So anyway, time will tell. I'll see how I'm getting on after a few minutes stood up, see if I'm aching like an old bloke or not. So we're pretty much in the same area as the area that we have been doing this off-road ride on the gravel, but we're just coming in a different way and probably meet up the other roads after a while, I suppose. It's a bit of a road spider web once you get in these forestries, but it's all good. It's good fun, good learning. Now Mr. T's pulled up, looks like he might be consulting his map. Anyway, we'll see what happens. He's across all that and I'm not.
We'll try that.
Rightio.
Not really sure where we're going, but anyway.
Well, we won't get lost. So just on a serious note, while we're pulling away, I love this bike, but it bloody annoys me that every time I turn it off it starts up in road mode, and I never remember to put it back in off-road mode when I start it up, and I now notice I'm in road mode, so that's bloody annoying and it doesn't keep that memory. Anyway, I've got to get used to trying to remember to, every time I turn it off, to reactivate the off-road mode. Pity they couldn't fix that. Anyway, never mind. First world problem, isn't it? So folks, I have to say I'm reporting that it's actually very comfortable. Since I've rotated these bars, so it's very comfortable indeed. It's a good place to be. Very happy place to be at the moment. Thoroughly enjoying the whole thing. So something else I've done actually, I should have mentioned it before, is after consulting Mr. T, he said that when he went to the NT it was very dusty, so he made a pre-filter with Chuck's cloths and just oiled them up and put them in a zippy bag and changed them, and that sort of helped him not clog up his proper air filter. So I've done something similar that I'll talk about in a minute. Yeah, right, so the Chuck's cloths pre-filter, so what I did was I located the air intake, which is just above the beak, and there's some sort of uncomplicated 3D, well I can explain, it's a 3D printed sort of a big mesh guard. I don't know what it's supposed to stop, not much, not insects anyway, probably rocks, and I took that out and I just wrapped the dry Chuck's cloth up behind it and pushed it back in, and we'll see how that works today, and I'll report back anyway and see if it's successful. I'm sure it will be. And it'll help me save me proper filter. Well, I recognise that house roof up there. I think that's the road we normally come in, I'm guessing, from the left. Anyway, Mr. T's pulled up, and we'll see what's happening.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah. Righto.
Yeah, so what I've been doing is, I'm not whinging about it, but a bit. I've been, it's been suggested to me that I, what tools I need to take and stuff, so I took my wheels off to take up that new rubber on, and I kept all the tools I used for that. And I'll collect, anyway, I've got to buy a few, and one thing and another, but when I was hold on, I'll carry on in a minute. Yeah, so I was looking to see how I get to the air filter, and this is, must be an afterthought for an adventure bike, but you have to take the tank off, and I don't think that's very serviceable in the field, and especially if you're in the middle of nowhere in South Australia. So the actual pre-filters, which are pretty popular, I gather, that's going to come into its own, I think, and it's a good move. Righto, this is the hill where I stalled it last time, but I'm in a different gear, so that was much better. Much better, that was great. Different gear makes all the difference. say we're turning right here, which is the one I normally miss. So I've got it this time. Oh shit, got a bit white. Oh, the back wheel went then. Yeah, I know why. So instead of putting my weight on the left peg, on the outside, I put it on the right peg. So that's why it turned it so quick. So it's I can't panic. I've got to panic when I see a load of loose gravel. That's the upshot, really. I'll tell you what else I'm going to have to do when I get home. I'm going to have to adjust the what do they call it? The phone holder. Oh, that's bad, isn't it? I'm going to have to think about that. Yeah, I'm trying to look down now and glance at what gear or speed I'm doing. I'm not bothered about the speed, but the gear I am. But I'm going to have to. It's the quad lock phone mount. It's got a charger on it as well. I'm going to have to do something about that because I need to have some idea what gear I'm in. I can't count and remember. Anyway, that's the old age problem. Back on the bitumen here, so pretty chipper. Survived another one, had a near miss, but pretty happy with that. Mr. T's gone through. Have a bit of a meeting and discuss the pros and cons and discuss where we're going to go for a coffee and a cake, I think. And I'm glancing down again. I'm not going to go on about it. I'm still in road mode. I've got to do something about that, put a note on the windscreen or something. Anyway, let's see how we go. Thanks for joining, folks, and see you next time. Hit like and subscribe if you've enjoyed it. Catch you later. TTFN.
Oh, there you go. A little bit of dirt.
Yeah.